Best books for anxiety and overthinking. Here are top best 5. If you're someone who struggles with racing thoughts or constant what-ifs, Stop Overthinking by Nick Trenton is a game changer. My therapist actually recommended it, and I'm so glad I picked it up. The book lays out 23 simple techniques to quiet your mind, cut stress, and stop falling into negative spirals. What I love most is how practical and easy to follow it is. You don't feel overwhelmed, you actually feel empowered. It's a quick, approachable read, but it leaves a real impact. Honestly, if you're ready to stress less and live more in the present, this book is worth every page. If your mind ever feels like it's running a million miles an hour, Reclaim Your Brain by Dr. Joseph Annabali is a book worth picking up. What I loved is how clearly it explains why our brains get overloaded, whether from anxiety, OCD, or just non-stop stress, and more importantly, what we can actually do about it. The strategies are practical, easy to understand, and don't rely only on medication, which makes it really approachable. For me, it opened up a whole new perspective on how much control we actually have over our mental health. If you're looking for ways to calm your thoughts, improve focus, and take back control of your life, this book is a must-read. Sometimes life feels heavy, and that's exactly why It's Okay to Feel Things Deeply by Carissa Potter is such a gem. This book is like a warm hug. It reminds you that emotions, even the tough ones like anxiety, grief, or loneliness, are not something to hide but something to honor. What I really loved is how comforting and approachable it feels, almost like talking to a friend who just gets it. The beautiful illustrations and gentle words make it uplifting without ever feeling preachy. Honestly, it's a perfect little boost of positivity and self-love, and I'd recommend it to anyone who needs a reminder that it's okay to feel exactly what you're feeling. If you've ever felt stuck in worry or trapped in the same anxious habits, Unwinding Anxiety by Dr. Judson Brewer is a real breakthrough. What I loved is how it explains anxiety not just as a feeling, but as a loop our brains get caught in, and then it gives you practical, science-backed tools to break free. The mindfulness techniques are simple, approachable, and honestly eye-opening. I especially liked how it connects anxiety with habits like stress eating or doom scrolling. It really makes sense once you see the pattern. This book is empowering, relatable, and full of real steps you can use to calm your mind and take control of your life. If you've ever felt like anxiety was running your life, The Anxiety Sisters Survival Guide is a book you'll really connect with. What makes it stand out is how warm, funny, and down-to-earth it is. Abs and Mags don't just give research-based tools, they share real stories that make you feel like you're not alone. The advice is practical, relatable, and actually doable, without being clinical or overwhelming. I also loved the humor. It makes the tough stuff feel lighter and more approachable. Honestly, this book feels like having two supportive friends who totally get anxiety, and it's one I'd recommend to anyone looking for comfort, hope, and some solid strategies to cope better every day.